Your views on confusing today's teachers with gurus. So today we are told your teacher is your guru. Worship your teacher. Go and touch their feet in the morning. Your teacher is your guru. That is nonsense. Let me explain why. Guru was something, was a term, a title that was not applicable to everybody historically. Guru was the highest title somebody could have. And you have to understand the nature of the Indian education system, historic education system, to understand why today's teachers are not gurus. India's indigenous education system has been destroyed. It is a loss that you don't even feel today. We had an education system that was decentralized, and it had several levels. The lowest level was the temples. You had temples all across the length and the breadth of the country. Every town, every village, every locality had a temple, and temples were places of basic education. So the pujari there was not just a pujari; he was also a shikshak who would give basic education to the kids of the locality. Basic education. 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Ka, kha, ga, ga, that sort of thing. Basic arithmetic and mathematics, basic grammar, basic itihasas, Puranas, all that stuff. Basic stuff. Simple. Then, if you were a bright student and you wanted to do higher education, you would go to a vihara, you would go to, a greater temple somewhere. And eventually, if you were a really great student, you would go to a Vishwavidyalaya like Nalanda, Tilhara, Takshashila, Vikramshila, Udantapuri, Shardapeeth, Vallabhi, and so much more. So we had so many of these. So that's where you would have the highest education available in the universe in ancient times. And even there, not every teacher was called a guru. You had adhyapaks, and you had a whole higher grading system, and the highest level was guru. And no matter what level of teacher you were, maybe you were not a guru level teacher, you were just a adhyapak or upadhyaya or whatever it was. You never charged fees from your students. Education was universal and it was free. Until the 19th century, education in India was universal and free. Read The Beautiful Tree by Dharampal, who collected data from British statistics. And he has proved that education was universal. It was not restricted to only males. Females got education. It was not restricted to certain castes like people allege today. Everybody got education. Using British records and statistics, Dharampal has proven it, 19th century records. So education was free, universal, and education was free. It was free. Your guru would not stop teaching you if you did not give the next month's installment. Why was it like this? How did they work for free? Because all education was state sponsored. The king or the emperor would pay for the upkeep of the temple or the vihara or the Vishwavidyalaya. Everything was paid for. The king or the emperor paid for the salaries and upkeep and everything of the staff and the teachers and the gurus and administration and whatever else. And they also ensure that all the education because of this was free. So and your relationship was with your guru was a lifelong relationship. It was not like, okay, 3 years done and we are out. No, it was a lifelong relationship. Today, the moment you don't give next week's fees, your teacher will stop teaching you. And the level, the caliber, the standards of the teachers are abysmal today. On average, some are good, but most are average. Most are abysmal. There's no connection between the gurus of ancient times and today's teachers. Today's teachers are service providers. You pay them, they'll provide you a service, and that to a substandard service. And the moment you stop paying them, they will not look at you in the face. You call that a guru? Are these people worthy of respect? Some of them are really good people. And because the system is like this, they have no choice but to take fees from you. Some of them are really good, but most are useless. So you can't call these individuals your gurus. Come on. They are service providers.